if he wants to have any chance defending himself or open your guard efficiently, you need the arm. So I'll say reach for the collar and grab his arm. Because straight away I can do different attacks from the same grip. I don't have to keep switching my hands depending on the attacks I'm trying to go. Reach for the collar, go deep, hold the arm. If you posture up, you see you can go for the arm, carry on for the arm lock. If you see you can reach for the neck, it's quick, the second hand, it goes in. I don't have to put 1 and 2. You take too long, the person will react. So start with the hand very deep, because that's half a choke in. All you need to do, second hand or under. And very quickly, you can go to the arm on the other side without changing my arms. So that's a very good way to start your close guard attacks. From there, you give you other options. And you're halfway there. I don't have to start from scratch. By the time I put one hand in, the second, he'll be defending the second one. I have the first one hand in, I can attack his arm with the hand in his collar. He doesn't know. I'm not telling him what I want to do. This can come very quickly after the second hand is there. So now, we're going to do it's like a triple attack when you have control of the arm on the closed guard. Because from there, the way he defends, he'll give you one of the attacks. Combining them is very important. Because once you can dominate the person's arm, he's trapped in your guard. There's not much for him to do. Some people, they try to open up the guard, by giving the arm, but that's kind of the only thing they have to do. They need to deal with the attacks, because I have quite some options. So I have the choke, I have the triangle, I have the arm lock and the omoplata. It's 4 attacks, and so it's 4 attacks just with his arm trapped. There's a lot of things for him to worry about. So let's go through it. So the position that we want is to have the arm under control, holding the collar. So once the arm is isolated, I have my hips out, have my leg tight, or the foot into his hips. Now, this I'm going to have quite a few options. So there's a lot of ways to get there, but I can go either side. It doesn't really matter. That's, it's up to the person. But how to control the arm? A lot of the times, if he's not really holding my gi much, my arm is under, I pull. Every time you pull the person, if I have my arm under, as long as he's not holding the gi, it's easy to push the arm out. If I can pull the person to me, then I have the arm. If he's holding the gi, it's hard because that grip, it prevents me pushing his arm out. Then it becomes harder to have the arm. So, but still, there's a few ways that we can. There's one way that is very good to have control of the arm. We hold it with a cross grip. Now I'm going to bring my arm inside. Now I'm going to open up my arm, because what I want, is to bring my head in. So with his arm, of course, and I'm going to push. By pulling my arm up, I create a gap. See, my whole head and shoulder comes in. Now I grab the arm. Now I have a very good control. So if the person is making difficult, he has a grip, this is very efficient. It's a very good way to go for the arm control. I bring my arm in and I open up my elbow. So now, foot on the floor, I turn my body sideways. See, I need to be in that angle. So now I'm going to start bringing my head in. At the same time, the hand goes up. See, my shoulder is in. He's still holding. And I already have the arm. See, I don't really need to deal with his grip into my gi first. Now, I feel the gi. Very important. I cannot be square up to him, because it's easy for him to pull the arm out, push it us. See, if my hips are square, there's a lot of space for him to pull the arm out. So as soon as I have the arm, step on the floor, turn my hips sideways, foot into the hips. So my leg is tight between his shoulder. Very important. When I move my hips out, I do not give any space here. Because he can push my leg down and step over. Não vai por cima. Now look, it's gone.